Sí. Make round, another writer, said, I still miss those I loved, who are no longer with me. But I find I'm grateful to have loved them at all. The gratitude has finally conquered the loss. Matthew McCullough said, that spreads its poison throughout everything we enjoy, because nothing we enjoy is ours to keep. Times pass, things change, and eventually, everyone loses something they love. Now, many psychologists say that you should never leave anyone at a low point. Try to bring them up. With that in mind, I'm going to give you a quote from Woody Allen. Woody Allen said, I'm not afraid to die. I just don't want to be there when it happens. Thank you.
Mr. Majority Leader.
And good evening. Journal dated April 18th, 2022.
I would like to know for the record that order from Ward 22 has joined us. The item has been moved and second discussion. Are there any changes to the journal? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The item passes. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Under unanimous consent, I ask that you see item number 1 for the tax collector order of tax refunds, May 3, 2022.
Is there anyone going to deny unanimous consent? Seeing none, Mr. Majority Leader.
I move the item.
Second. The item has been moved and second. Discussion. Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The item passes. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President. I ask unanimous consent, item number 2, tax abatement favorable order concerning real property taxes of Larry L. I. Johnson on motor vehicle tax accounts 812-546-796541 and 828-596.
Is there anyone going to deny unanimous consent? Seeing none, Mr. Majority Leader.
I move the item.
Second. The item has been moved in second. Discussion. I call on order from Ward 15.
Thank you, Madam President. Mr. Johnson had 3 old tax bills, and because he needed to register a car, he paid these bills. He has requested that he be refunded the interest that he paid. The Tax Abatement Committee heard this request and voted unanimously to approve the refund. I ask you to approve it also. Thank you.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The item passes. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President. I ask you to see item number 3 from the City Librarian and Director submitting a resolution authorizing the mayor of the City of New Haven to apply for and accept an application of the New Haven Free Public Library for $45,535 to the state of Connecticut. Connecticut State Library's fiber to the Library of Communications grant program to support the library's improvement to technology infrastructure to improve high-speed internet access for the period from May 1st, 2022 to October 31st, 2023.
Is there anyone going to deny unanimous consent? Seeing none, Mr. Majority Leader.
I move the item.
Second. The item has been moved in second. Discussion. Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The item passes. Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Under communications, I know items 4 through 9. Under first readings, I know items 10 through 12. Second readings, I move items 13. B, city services and environmental policy favorable. A, order to for those previous requests for services agent on behalf of the Department of Parks and Public Works and for emergency procurement for the amount of $19,444.90 for the repair at 34 Middletown Avenue by Williamson Electrical Company Incorporated. The order to read the following request from Local 884 regarding a public hearing to discuss the progress of negotiations of a successor labor agreement.
Second.
The item has been moved in second discussion. I call on order for Ward 5.
Thank you, Madam President. On April 2nd, the City Service and Environmental Policy Committee, we would like to favorably recommend this item. These funds will be used to repair the discharge pumping system at Middletown Avenue. This will be drastically reduce the potential of flooding in the flood control zone area. I urge colleagues to favorably support this item. On April 7th, City Service and Environmental Policy Committee met, and we would like to recommend this item to be read and filed. Representative of Local 834 spoke of the importance of having a new contract negotiated further. I urge colleagues to support this item. Thank you, Madam President.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And the citizen item passes majority leader.
Thank you, Madam President. I move item 14, finance favorable A, order the board of Alders of the city of New Haven authorizing the mayor to accept the federal bill in the amount of $2 million for crisis response services.
Second.
The item has been moved in second discussion. I call on order from Ward 25.
Thank you, Madam President. This federal earmark is from the Consolidated Appropriations Act of 2022 and is intended to support crisis response services. The Finance Committee heard this request and voted unanimously to give it a favorable recommendation. I ask colleagues to vote in support of the motion. Thank you, Madam President.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And the citizen item passes majority leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Continuing with finance favorable 14, I move item 14B, resolution of the New Haven Board of Alders authorizing the city of New Haven mayor or controller to enter a 3-year, 2-month agreement with Yale University in the amount of $3,513,842 to implement the Elm City Compass Compassionate Allies Serving Our Streets pilot and implementation phases.
Second.
The item has been moved in second discussion. I call on order from Ward 25.
Thank you, Madam President. This resolution authorizes the city to enter into a 3-year, 2-month agreement with Yale University and with various local service organizations to implement a mobile crisis team integrated with the 911 emergency response system. The total cost of this contract will be $3,513,842, and a mixture of federal support and general funds will cover the cost. The Finance Committee heard this request and voted unanimously to forward it to the Board of Alders favorably. I ask colleagues to support the motion. Thank you, Madam President.
Any further discussion? I call on order from Ward 22.
Thank you, Madam President. I stand before you in support of this item. This item is a very, very important initiative that is going to take place here in our city. As we know, during the pandemic, issues around mental health have really peaked, which is something that plagued our community for a very long time, for years. And this particular item is very important because we are now going to address the issues of mental health, homelessness, substance abuse, not from a criminal perspective, but from a perspective of social issues, because it is a social issue. These aren't criminal. Poverty is not a criminal issue, but a lot of times when you have poverty, it results in some of these social ills. And so for this city to go into an agreement such as this, and to make sure that not only that we protect and make sure that our city is safe, and that we send out the right people when it comes to social issues. Although police will still be deployed to certain situations, we'll also have peers that will come out and work with individuals that suffer from these different ills, as I just indicated. And so when people in those situations look up and see someone that's like a friend, this is the way that we should do business. This is the way that we should help our people. So I ask this full board to please stand in support of this item because this is the way of our generation at this time. We need to support people instead of criminalizing their social ills. Thank you.
Any further discussion? I call on order from Ward 28.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So I think this is a good program, this concept. My issue that I have with this is entering into a 3-year contract for $3.5 million with Yale, and we do not have all of the numbers, around the breakdown. And this is going to be a contract. And I agree with my colleague that the pandemic has brought about a lot of mental health issues, but I've tracked this process in detail. And this program came about as a result of the conflicts around police in the community as it was arising all around the nation. And there was a need to have police repurposed and come up with a more formidable solution to deal with and address mental health. And I think this program at its heart achieves to do that. But I still believe to enter into a contract of this magnitude, lacking some of the information that is needed, I can't support that. I just can't support that. And so, again, good program, but we need more information. And the other part of this too is we don't know on the other side of it. We spent roughly $10 million in police overtime. We're not even sure if this will come and decrease police overtime, increase police overtime, decrease the fire department overtime, because I don't know of any real crisis response team around the country where they can just show up and not have police come. So police are still responding to these incidents. So there's going to be significant cost in trying to roll this out. And I think just more time needs to be had and really working out the financial details. Thank you.
Any further discussion? Okay, seeing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? Any abstentions? Abstain. So noted, item passed, Ms. Majority Leader.
Continuing to finance favorable, I will item 14C, ordinance amendment to appropriate ordinance number 1, authorizing reclassification of the position of public health nurse director number 190 to program director nursing in the health department.
Second.
The item has been moved in second discussion. I call on order from Ward 25.
Thank you, Madam President. The Health Department requests to change the title of the Public Health Nurse Director to Program Director Nursing. This change would better align this position with the other program directors in the department. The Finance Committee heard this request and voted unanimously to send it to the Board of Alders with a favorable recommendation. I ask colleagues to approve this request. Thank you, Madam President.
Any further discussion? Okay, seeing none, this is an ordinance amendment. We'll have order from Ward 12 take the roll.
Whose name? Yes. Douglas. Yes. Hurt. Rodriguez.
Yes.
Singh.
Yes.
Rodriguez.
Yes.
Saban.
Yes.
Kufo. Becker. Yes. Festa. Haywood. Antunes is yes. Ferraro Santana. Miller.
Yes.
Santiago.
Yes.
Crespo. Punzo.
Yes.
Nicola.
Yes.
Edwards.
Yes.
Absalom Smith.
Yes.
Winter.
Yes.
Morrison.
Yes.
Walker Meyer.
Yes.
Hamilton. Marchand.
Yes.
Rakeem.
Yes.
Furlow.
Yes.
Abdul Shakur.
Yes.
Wingate.
Yes.
Smith.
Is there anyone who have voted Who haven't voted wish to vote? Is there anyone who have voted wishing to change their vote? Seeing none, vote pass, Ms. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President. I move item 15A, legislation favorable order to waive the communications concerning the 2021 May report for the New Haven democracy.
Second.
The item has been moved in second. Discussion. I call on order from Ward 9.
Thank you, Madam President. On Tuesday, April 5th, 2022, the Legislation Committee met, and we would like to recommend this item to be read and filed. Allison Heimer, on behalf of the New Haven Democracy Fund, presented the 2021 annual report to the Legislation Committee. Director Heimer reviewed how they plan to spend the funds received from the city, including how they spent some of the funds during the last mayoral campaign, and discussed possible ordinance changes that they may be addressing in the future in regards to expansion of the fund. I urge colleagues to vote favorably to read and file this item. Thank you, Madam President.
Any further discussion on reading and filing only? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The item passes, Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Continuing with the legislation favorable, I move item 15A. So ordinance to require and incentivize the inclusion of affordable housing units in market rate development.
Second.
The item has been moved in second. Discussion. I call on order from Ward 9.
Thank you, Madam President. I make a motion to amend this zoning ordinance amended by substitution.
Second.
The item has been moved in second. Discussion. I call on order from Ward 9.
Thank you, Madam President. The definition for affordable housing unit was changed to become more precise so that the ordinance defines exactly the rent level qualified as an affordable apartment. And is clarifying language securing access for holders of Section 8 vouchers, as well as language about enforcement.
Discussion on this amendment only. Any further discussion? Amendment? Okay. Seeing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? The item is amended. So, wait a minute, 1 second, let me get my thoughts together. I call an order from Ward 9.
Thank you, Madam President. On Tuesday, April 5th, the Legislation Committee met, and we would like to favorably recommend this item as amended. The board passed an inclusionary zoning policy earlier this year as one necessary component of our affordable housing agenda. This policy seeks to require affordable units as part of market rate development in key neighborhoods in New Haven. With these clarifying amendments, we can make sure that this vital policy can be fully enacted and enforced. We will monitor the results of this new policy while continuing to pursue new ones to continue to tackle our city's affordable housing crisis. I urge colleagues to vote favorably on this item as amended. Thank you, Madam President.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, this is an ordinance amendment. We'll have the order from Ward 12 take the roll.
Name? Yes. Douglas?
Yes.
Hurt? Rodriguez?
Yes.
Singh?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes.
Saban? Pupo? Decker? Vesta? Haywood? Jones, yes. Ferraro Santana? Miller?
Yes.
Santiago?
Yes.
Crespo? Punzo?
Yes.
Nicola?
Yes.
Edwards?
Yes.
Absalom Smith? Winter?
Yes.
Morrison?
Yes.
Walker Meyer?
Yes.
Hamilton? Marchand?
Yes.
Rakim?
Yes.
Furlow? Abdul Sabar?
Yes.
Wingate?
Yes.
Smith?
Is there anyone who haven't voted wishing to vote? Is there anyone who have voted wishing to change their vote? Seeing none, motion passes, Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Under miscellaneous, I move item 16, motion to discharge from the chair of the Public Safety Committee, submitting a motion to discharge the Public Safety Committee from consideration of LM-2022-0123 in order of the Board of Alders of the City of New Haven authorizing the Department of Police Services to accept a donation from the Hometown Foundation of 2 dual-purpose canines for the canine unit and take it up for immediate action.
Second.
The item has been moved in second. Discussion on the motion to discharge only. I call on order from Board 29.
Thank you, Madam President. This is the time sensitive item. I'm asking for this discharge today, so this can be passed and discharged today.
Any further discussion on the discharge only? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? The item passed. The item has been discharged. Mr. Majority Leader.
I move the item, Madam President.
The item has been moved in second. Discussion. I call on order from Board 29.
Thank you, Madam President. This allowed the police to accept a donation from the Hometown Foundation of 2 dual-purpose canines for the canine unit. The committee heard from the public safety, but we express our concern. We think this is a good addition. We will be doing oversight on this particular project. Thank you, Madam President. I ask you to support.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? I pass. Ms. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President. I move item 17, A and B, motions to amend matters previously adopted. A, for the chair of the Tax Abatement Committee submitting a motion to amend the expiration date to May 31st, 2022 on LM-2021-0488 in order concerning real property taxes of Isaac Bradley and motor vehicle tax accounts 55802 and 55951, a matter previously adopted on November 15, 2021. And B, for the chair of the Tax Abatement Committee submitting a motion to amend the expiration date to May 31, 2022 on LM-2020-0494 in order concerning real property taxes of the Streets Nixon of motor vehicle tax accounts 87640, 88179, 84822, 882129, 865009, and 899564, a matter previously adopted on December 20.
Second.
The item has been moved in second. Discussion. I call on order from Ward 15.
Thank you, Madam President. And this is just extending the time. So Mr. Bradley and Ms. Nixon are extended to May 31st, so they pay taxes. Thank you.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The item passed. And before a motion to adjourn is appropriate, I'm going to ask colleagues to please stand for a moment of silence for Alder Furlow's aunt and Alder DePole's, I want to get it right, uncle, aunt. Thank you. And I just want to say that was our divine guidance was a perfect segue because a lot of people lose people really close to them and we don't say anything. We just go through and keep on coming to meetings and keep on going to work and keep on taking care of the kids and keep on going to the grocery store. But, you know, when you lose somebody, I think you just need to take a second to really tap into your feelings about it. I'm learning that myself. And it really helps because grief is hard. And I'm gonna say it again, because I think I probably say it. I need to say it even just for myself, that we need to continue to pray for everybody. Pray for everybody. People need it, even when they don't know they need it. You never know, praying over the city is really interceding for somebody. I will now take points of personal privilege. I call on order from Board 25.
Thank you, Madam President. I rise to call attention to two wonderful community events. The first is Art Walk, the annual festival of arts and culture in downtown Westville. This is the 25th year of this wonderful celebration, and exciting events are planned each night this week and into Saturday. For more information, I recommend visiting the Art Walk website at westvillartwalk.org. The second event I wish to mention is the upcoming presentation of Brooklyn, a musical, by the James Hillhouse High School's Academic Theater Company. Performances will take place at the Hillhouse High School Auditorium on Thursday, May 12th through Saturday, May 14th. I invite one and all to come support our talented youth. Thank you, Madam President.
Are there any more points of personal privilege? I call on order from Ward 15.
Thank you, Madam President. Just standing up to thank some people that made last Saturday possible. Our ceremony, ring ceremony for the Pirata Blue Haven. I haven't seen Crisco Park is full and that vibrant, and everything was smooth. So I want to thank a few people. First, the Chief of Staff, Sean Madison, Director of EOC, Rick Fontana, the Director of DPW, Jeff Pescosolido, the Deputy CAO Director, Rebecca Romero, the Deputy Parks Director, Will Colon, and also the Mayor, thank the Mayor for being there and passing the champion rings to the Pirata Blue Haven. Thank you very much.
Are there any more points of personal privilege? I call on order from Ward 28.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. I just want us to keep all the jail marks in our prayers. Our brothers in grave conditions. I spoke to her today on the phone, and I've known all the marks for a long time. And normally every time I call her, I say, you know, how are you? She said, I'm doing good, trust the Lord. And when I spoke with her today, you know, and said, how you doing? She said, I'm not doing good. And so for her, that tells me a lot. So reach out to her, give her a call, stop by, pray for her family, her brother is in a serious situation. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any more points of personal privilege? Oh, see none. A motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
I'm having a second discussion. See none. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Nobody's saying. Everybody have a good night. Stay safe. Continue to wear your mask and sanitize your hands. And can I please see leadership